If you venture into the woods today, you're in for a surprise. Disguise yourself, for a gathering of bears awaits. Today is the day of the teddy bear's picnic, or so the tale goes. However, in this particular forest, there are no teddy bears. Instead, it is you and your children who find yourselves in the midst of this mysterious forest. Deep within the heart of the woods lies a clearing, a small patch of land that stands apart from the rest. It is marked by a peculiar picket fence made of human bones. Within this clearing stands the hag's hut, where a specific phrase is required to gain entry. The instructions are clear: turn your back to the forest, and face me. If your children are indeed alive, then good luck befalls you. This forest belongs to her, and if you are late, it matters little, for few who enter ever return. And those who do, never go back and never speak of what they witnessed. Well, at least most of them. Some foolishly believe they can aid others before she returns to complete her dark deeds. Meanwhile, others convince themselves that what they saw was nothing more than a figment of their imagination. After all, the boogeyman is just a tale concocted to frighten children, and she is no different. Baba Yaga is merely a name, or is it? Many of us recall the stories we were told as children, stories that aim to instill good behavior through fear. Whether it was the boogeyman, a Christmas demon, or a cannibalistic witch lurking in the woods, their purpose remained the same. Today, we delve into the wonderfully peculiar world of Slavic folklore, where we encounter the tale of Baba Yaga. Now is your chance to leave your John Wick references and pencil-related comments behind. For those who have followed this channel for some time, you may recall that Baba Yaga was the subject of one of my earliest videos. Looking back, that video was subpar and did not do justice to the story. Hence, we find ourselves here, with a new and hopefully more captivating script, accompanied by original artwork created specifically for this video, all made possible by you, our loyal viewers. But without further ado, let us return to the subject at hand. Baba Yaga is a name that resonates across the Slavic regions of Europe. However, the origin and precise meaning of this name, much like Slavic folklore itself, remains somewhat elusive. As someone unfamiliar with the Slavic languages, the word babushka springs to mind, although that may be solely due to it being the only word I recall that is not a curse word. The term baba appears in various Slavic languages and is commonly used to refer to an elderly woman or grandmother, similar to babushka in Russian. It was also used to denote a midwife and even a fortune teller. Thus, the only definitive meaning we can derive from it is woman. The second part of the name, Yaga or Yaga, is even more enigmatic, with potential interpretations ranging from anger and horror to evil and serpent. Some speculate that Baba may have been employed to differentiate or identify a female character, resulting in the portrayal of an evil or fearsome elderly woman as a fitting translation for Baba Yaga. What makes Baba Yaga such a captivating and unique character is that her story goes beyond the conventional one-dimensional boogeyman narrative that one might anticipate. It's akin to telling children that if they misbehave, Baba Yaga, the wicked old hag, will come and devour them. But if they behave, she transforms into a benevolent grandmother figure who offers assistance. These contrasting depictions of Baba Yaga highlight that there is more to her than meets the eye. Despite the stark differences between these portrayals, the ultimate goal of the stories remains the same: to ensure that children behave, whether through the fear of consequences or the allure of rewards. Now, it is understandable that some may object to the idea of using death threats, bribery, or fear tactics to discipline children. And they would be right, as such practices are not the most psychologically healthy. Nowadays, taking away a child's phone and forbidding them from playing Fortnite may serve as the modern-day equivalent of the boogeyman. However, it lacks the charm and intrigue that make folklore so captivating. So, who exactly was Baba Yaga, and what is her story? The first recorded mention of Baba Yaga's name can be traced back to the Russian author Mikhail Lomonosov in his work titled Rossiyskaya Grammatika, or Russian Grammar. In this piece, Lomonosov mentions Baba Yaga twice, specifically in a section where Slavic deities are compared to their presumed inspirations from Greek and Roman mythology. However, Baba Yaga is mentioned independently, reinforcing the notion that she is a unique creation of Slavic folklore, untouched by Greek or Roman influences. As the years passed, stories of an old, skeletal hag residing in the woods began to spread. Her dwelling stood on two chicken legs, and she traversed the forest in a mortar, using a pestle as her means of transportation. This is where Slavic folklore's unapologetic weirdness shines, as the image of a witch riding on a broomstick is replaced by Baba Yaga riding a mortar with a pestle for navigation. When you think about it, it is quite efficient. When kidnapping children and grinding their bones, one must always have a pestle and mortar on hand. She does carry a broom as well, but its purpose is to sweep away any trace of her presence, ensuring that disgruntled villagers cannot find her. In the various stories and narratives featuring Baba Yaga, she is depicted in different ways, each with its own symbolism. Despite her frail appearance, her teeth are sharp enough to grind bones, and they are sometimes depicted as metallic. Her legs are often depicted as extraordinarily thin, earning her the nickname Bony Leg. This attribute is thought to imply some form of demonic influence or power, thanks to a poem by Nikolai Nekrasov titled Baba Yaga in 1840. In this poem, Nekrasov describes Baba Yaga as a result of the devil combining the evil traits of 12 women into one, resulting in an entity just as wicked as the devil himself. Nekrasov's portrayal depicts Baba Yaga as having fangs, long nostril hairs that reach her breasts, enormous ears, horns on her forehead, and holes in place of eyes. She wears a toadskin cap and a snakeskin coat. Clearly, Nekrasov's version paints her more as a demonic being than a sweet old lady. Another intriguing aspect of Baba Yaga's character is her house or hut, which stands on two chicken feet and can walk away at any moment. Strangers cannot enter her house without uttering the phrase, "Turn your back to the forest, your front to me." Whether this causes the door to appear or simply unlocks it is left to one's imagination, although the former option carries a more magical aura. This phrase is also believed to halt the movement of the house when it travels through the forest. Now, one might wonder why Baba Yaga's house has chicken feet. At first glance, it may seem arbitrary, perhaps a result of an unusual preference for chickens. However, when viewed symbolically, it takes on a deeper meaning. Baba Yaga is often portrayed as either a grandmotherly figure or a sinister and wild being. Both aspects would suggest a resourcefulness born out of necessity. A grandmother uses whatever means necessary to provide for her family, while someone isolated in the woods must be self-sufficient. The chicken feet, traditionally considered less desirable parts of the bird, can be seen as representative of this resourcefulness. Baba Yaga's house stands on chicken feet, signifying her ability to adapt and make use of whatever is available to her. In exploring the multifaceted character of Baba Yaga, we discover a complex figure deeply rooted in Slavic folklore. She is not merely a one-dimensional boogeyman, but rather a character with contrasting attributes and motivations. Her stories serve a common purpose, to ensure children behave, whether through fear or reward. Baba Yaga's uniqueness lies in her ability to be both terrifying and helpful, embodying the duality of human nature. As we delve into the weird and wonderful world of Slavic folklore, Baba Yaga stands out as an intriguing and enigmatic character. Her origins and meanings may be scattered across various Slavic languages, but her presence in the folklore of the region is undeniable. Through her tales, we are transported to a realm where old hags ride mortars, houses have chicken feet, and lessons are imparted through captivating and sometimes eerie storytelling. Baba Yaga's story continues to captivate audiences, reminding us of the enduring power of folklore to both frighten and inspire.